Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another GC action adventure for us to take part in today. We got the second half of our Xfinity extravaganza this Sunday evening with two more races for you. The Cringe side taking on Charlotte and Indianapolis starting in a few moments time. Capjack on the pole with a 29.932. And for the first time this year, I think the Cringe pole has actually been faster than the Giggity pole for Xfinity at least. If I'm looking at that correctly.
I was saying you guys just in case.
Yep, and joining me in the booth for this half of the segment is a man who got very familiar with Victory Lane in the first half of the evening. Mr. Dink joins us, the race winner for our first two events of the evening.
Howdy, howdy.
So, as we're about to get things rolling underway here, it's actually 25. Let's make sure everyone knows and then get the show on the road. All right. There you go. Seconds away from race time. V3, I'm hoping you're getting those invites for us, Mr. In-Race Reporter.
Yep, I did.
Alrighty.
I'll send one extra, just in case.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Alright, we'll quickly blue screen for half a second here. Should be good, Dang, to hop in with us.
Yep, good.
Yeah, I think this race will be very interesting. Charlotte, both these tracks tonight very much draft dependent. We have a very tight field, top 5 in qualifying within a tenth of a second, not even. So I think we're going to be in for some really good racing action. Green flag out. Capjack leads Just Ken and Rockstar. Those are your big three for the championship, starting 1, 2, 3 right there. As Capjack and Just Ken are side by side down the back straightaway. Rockstar was just going to push the 16. It looked like for a moment he was looking 3. Now he's looking underneath. And he's going for
smoke.
Rockstar going from 3rd to 1st in a lap. Meanwhile, they're nearly 3 wide behind. And I don't even know who led the first lap right there.
I have no idea either.
Now Rockstar preferred line to bottom. Can 16 try to hold the momentum around the high line? He can get a bit of a run. Oh, he gets a bit loose.
3 wide.
3
wide. Just Ken
back out of it.
Looked like Just Ken was going to take advantage. Now 16 into the wall. He'll drop back to 3rd. Rockstar gets clear for the race lead. Just Ken follows in 2nd. Capjack keeping it in 3rd. Well, they're going to be side by side for 4th between Nascar E2 and V3. And Bayhawk tailing the field. Force back now. Just Ken looking towards the inside of the 54 for the race lead. Ken just keeps it off the apron. Rockstar's able to cover off the Zero's advances through 3 and 4 that time.
There's 2 separate little races of 3. I like it.
Yeah, nice equal packs. It seems like the front 3 are starting to pull away. They seem to be more formed into a line, while the second race is looking a bit more actually racy right now. by the looks of it.
They're having more fun than I did, let's just say that. Oh, they're crashing in the back. That's for 5 and 7.
Yeah, it looks like
NASCAR
5.
82
Looks
and
like
Bayhawk.
yeah, it looks like the 5 got into the wall out of turn 4, maybe from contact from the 7. Who really knows on that scenario?
Got 6 to go in stage 1.
Getting a little bit racy back up at the front.
Yep, there goes Just Ken. He's looking inside. Capjack looks to the outside of 0. Rockstar, he kind of chokes, hits the apron. And 3 goes to 0. Now 3 goes to 16. And now the 89 out of nowhere. Side by side for third.
89, bro.
And just like that, Rockstar, one mistake, he's going all the way back to 4th.
That's how quick races can change for you.
You're right about that. Now, Just Ken leading, but Capjack is there on the bumper. V3 also there. As now we're at about 4 to go in the stage. Capjack, he had a tiny bit of a pick. He's running a bit lower in the actual corner itself. He's looking for any opportunity he's going to get. Just Ken breaking the draft. Or getting loose, one of the two. Don't really know. But now 16, quite a bit high out of 3 and 4 right there. Not the best corner to be going that high out of. There's corners where you want to be that high. Just 3 and 4 Charlotte, not really one of those.
He should get a really good run this time.
Yeah, he's following the 3 car. He's following the 0 car down. Jeffrey Earnhardt. It's actually looks a lot like the 3 car he drove in real life this year to a 2nd place at Talladega. Now that I look at it.
It really does, to be honest. I actually like that car.
Yeah.
Even though it's just grass on the side of the car, it still looks pretty cool.
It blends in with the infield.
If he ever goes spinning off an infield, you might not see him for a second. Oh, he makes a big mistake going into the corner.
Yeah, he's gotten high. Capjack's going to be side by side down the inside to 0. They're going to make a bit of contact there.
Last lap in stage 1.
Last lap, Just Ken's going to have to quickly gather up the pieces and try to get back at the 16. And now the 89's back in the party from P3. Capjack, he's breaking the draft as much as he can, but that's going to leave the top 2 trying to work his way around the outside. V3 goes 3!
Here comes the 89!
Oh,
he said,
dang
get
it.
out of my way! Stop playing games
89,
with me!
oh!
Damn.
Into the wall! 6
Oh
hits
my
around!
God, the
89 in the
16's
grass!
spinning.
Just Ken just sat there
Sorry,
and won the
16.
stage! And
His
fireworks!
stage changed in an instant.
Fireworks at the end of stage 1.
Is this quiz?
I don't know if you're talking about the series or whatever happened there, but I'm just going to say yes for both.
Jack will not be happy with what happened at the end of that stage.
Man,
You are
I
absolutely
want to
right.
apologize to the 18, to 16. My God. Hopefully he's hearing this.
Yeah, the 89 there just sees the space form up. 16 tries to pinch the 0 up high, try to keep his spot on the bottom, and the 89 just goes for a spot that closes up too quickly, and then they all just sort of beating and banging each other afterwards. But
Oh my
announced that it was
fucking!
point
Oh,
time.
sorry, language. You see the messages in the chat?
Oh my God, they got the bots in the chat? Let me check.
No, check the cringe. They freaking said, "Oh, I said I got loose," and they don't believe me.
Ooh.
Well, anyways, Just Ken's able to take the restart off here and get out front. Rockstar.
Oh my! Okay.
And a little bit of retaliatory measures already from 16.
He
Message
did not
sent.
wait long at all.
And already Capjack's back at the third, but it's going to be Just Ken leading Rockstar second in that little two-car tango up the front.
Boys,
Now, if I've known anything from running Charlotte on this game, is that two-car tango could be the most powerful two cars in the field and can pull away from an entire pack. But right now, Rockstar's actually been gobbled up, and now Capjack goes for second down the inside of the 54, and the 54 is about to get absolutely railroaded right here. No, he doesn't. He fits his way in. I've lied. I'm a bad liar.
That's too good to lie to.
So now Just Ken leads, but no help behind. Capjack's going to be leading that group of cars behind in second place. Rockstar V3, and then you have Bayhawk and Nascar A2 going side by side for position there.
Yeah, this looks a lot more fun than the customs race a second ago.
Well, we're comparing 6 cars in pack racing to 3 cars that got spread out very fast.
Yeah.
Now, the action's great here. What I'm excited for of this group is Indianapolis afterwards, because that, in a way, these guys have been racing already with an even more draft line track. Oh, it is going to be a fun race to close out the night.
Very fun.
But back here at Charlotte, it is Capjack, and he's closing his way in on Just Ken. Rockstar and V3 in tow of the 16. But you almost get a sense that once the 16 catches the draft of 0, that he could very well pull away from the other two and make it a 2-car battle for the stage.
Looks like that 54 is in tow with him. He might stay with him, he might not. And the 89's there too. So
Yeah.
see what happens. They are really gaining a lot of time on the 0. I don't know how much time they have left in the stage though.
They got these couple laps. 16 now definitely would be in the 0's draft. Just looking at that gap now, it's only got to be a couple tenths. Yeah, and Just Ken's in the range where he's having to pull away down to the middle to try to break the draft from the pack of 3, but it's not going to matter. They're going to get there, and we're going to have a race for stage 2.
They're here and ready to party with the 0.
Yep, here we go. 0, 16, 54. They're all there, the 89 as well. Top 4 under a blanket. Down the back straightaway once more. And the question now is, does the 16 make the move? Does someone else make the move to try to go and get the stage win? And the 89 was peeking under 54. I don't think he gets there. Now he has to pull back in line in 4th place.
I'm trying not to cause carnage again.
Here we go. Just Ken breaking the draft, but does the momentum for the 16 hold up? Now 16's going to have a better turn in. He's going to get underneath, side by side for the lead. Just Ken the wall a bit there. Rockstar follows through for 2nd place. So Capjack takes the lead of the race, and now it'll be him in control with Rockstar trying to do the best he can. Just Ken trying to look around the outside of the 54. It gets a bit of the wall again. Now back to 4th place for the 0 car. And Capjack keeping the other 2 at bay. Across the line. And that looks to be a stage right there. Capjack gets it over Rockstar. V3 gets P3. Then it's Just Ken, Bayhawk, and Nascar A2 to round out that stage. At least I could look and actually see like where everyone finished that time.
Ken may not be very happy with that move that Jack made on him into that corner.
He might not be happy, but at the same time, Cap Jack, in my opinion, just beat the zero on the turn in. Just Ken trying to break the draft has to come back up and then turn back down immediately afterwards. 16 is just going to have a much easier time of doing that with the momentum of the zero not going in his favor there.
Either way, we need to look in the next days. They may not race each other very cleanly.
Well, we'll see about that. Rockstar's actually going to take the lead. Front down pit road gets the extra spot on Cap Jack and will go green. 54 out front for stage number 3. And immediately 54 is going to stay up in that second lane. Now the 89 is going to try to come through for the race lead. It's V3 to the front. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. He gets clear. Bayhawk in the 7. Where's he been all night? He's going for second.
It's like the field just did a reverse Uno or something.
Yep, here comes the 7 now with the 0 in tow for second place. Just Ken looking for third on Rockstar. Cap and Rockstar now back into 5th and 4th respectively. V3, I think, got a tiny bit of the wall, and now he's starting to get reeled in by the 7 of Bayhawk. Now, as we learned in the first race, we will have to make a pit stop here in station number 3. Green flag pit stops will be a thing.
Yep,
So
it will.
And what I'm excited to see now is what's the difference between customs and sliders with tire wear. As customs, you can sort of build this out to manage that tire wear. Sliders, it's all about your line in that regard. Meanwhile, second place switches hands. It'll be just Ken. Rockstar is going to grab third as well, following through on the 7. It's demise. And a bit of contact keeps the 7 up the track. He's going to have to try to get down in front of 16. He does. And he'll maintain 4th now. NASCAR A2. He's trying to get a spot in the Cap Jack. But it's now just Ken trying to run down the 89 of V3. V3 might have got the wall a bit. Here comes the 0 with a head full of steam. Down to turn 1. They're going to get side by side. Just Ken looking for the lead. He'll get there. 89 does not do much to defend. Just Ken gets out to the lead, and they stay side by side for second, actually, as the momentum stays with the 89 to where he's actually able to get back out clear of Rockstar. Rockstar holds him.
How that happened.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought you rarely see a car that strong to be side by side still with second place on the outside at Charlotte. And then, granted, the momentum I've usually seen where you'll have a better run on the outside, but just being able to stick side by side like that, I've not really seen. Could be a very strong car for this 89 here at the end. As V3 now getting his way back up to the 0 of just Ken in some capacity. It's about a car length away. Rockstar about 2 to 3 behind him. And Cap Jack all the way back in 6th place in a field of 6 cars after winning stage 2. Not what we would have expected after a second stage to be where he's at, but here we go once again. Just Ken having the battle. The 89, I think they both caught the apron that time. That's going to bring Rockstar right back into this party as well, for the most part. It looks like I think the 89 in the middle of the corner was just a tiny bit faster than the 0 that time. It just sort of looked like he ended up getting onto the bumper in the middle of that corner. Now that is a very hard corner to consistently get. So let's see what happens this time if something similar happens. Meanwhile, Rockstar still trying to hold on. Because everyone, basically everyone, except Cap Jack, who makes a pass on Nascar 82 for 5th place once again. Staying in the lane up that time. But that 89 is just hounding the back of the 0. Yeah. At the same time, it's also just seemingly less riding as well. Just sort of buying their time, getting the green flag pit stops, and saving the aggression forward towards the end of the race where you know how it's going to fold out. It looks like 89 got a bit loose entering 1 that time. Loses the spot to Rockstar, who's able to get underneath. And now it's going to be Rockstar, the one trying to catch Just Ken.
I think Rockstar has more of a long run car than a short run.
Yeah, it kind of does look that way. And you know, if you look at the trends of the Cringe Xfinity series, it's usually been, if Rockstar's been up here, it's because he has a short run car and he's able to hold on to it through his racecraft rather than actually having a strong long run car. But here he's gone all the way back up to Just Ken, to the bumper even. And now he's looking at perhaps going for the lead here, or just shoving Just Ken away from everyone else and trying to make it a 2-car race even.
That's exactly what it's becoming, a 2-car race. They're 3 wide in the back. It looks like Jack's not having that much fun back there.
And I just try to get through. A couple of cars look like they're singling down the pit. I think that would be V3 and the 54 all up at the front. Right. Didn't signal, but it doesn't cause any impairment of cars with the car directly behind them pinning as well and having that gap as well. So not the most egregious offense. Now, Just Ken, that's a weird place to try to signal towards the end of the straightaway. I usually try to get it towards the beginning.
Spun out.
But there goes the provisional leader, Just Ken, down pit road, and now Cap Jack and Bayhawk go to follow him. So now it's all about where everyone comes out in all this. And a great stop. 4089 is going to get right back close to the 54.
Just Ken just pulled into his pit stall, and 16 just pulled into his pit stall. Oh my gosh, they're making contact. And the 7 also wanted to join the party.
Yeah, these guys are the last 3 to make their pit stops. Just Ken coming out. Meanwhile, the 2 other competitors that were close to him in time, they're coming through the tri-oval right now. So let's just kind of get back up to speed by the time Rockstar gets to him. I think he's going to be able to stay out in front with the fresher tires. And now be
way out in front of us,
yeah, that'll be huge for him in my book. Just looks like he's able to stay out front with a better pit stop. Rarely you see the overcut work out like that, but it has worked out there. So now in the final run of the race, here towards the checkered flag. And this looks to be at most a 3-car race. As pit stops behind have not gone the way of Cap Jack, Nascar 82, and Bayhawk, and trying to stay in it.
Not at all.
Yeah, you look, they are about 5, I have to guess, like, and maybe not 5, probably like 4 seconds off of B3.
I see a little white speck in the back. I think it's Jack.
Yeah, that's Yeah, that would be Jack, and then you don't even see the other two. But meanwhile, while we've been talking about that, Rockstar has actually closed the gap on Ken. And this is where things could get interesting.
I would hope that it would get a little interesting on the last few laps. Maybe a send into turn 3 or something. A little fighting in the post-war room, you know?
Yeah, you're always looking for a fight in there. Whether it's one new star or just the random shenanigans of Grace Week. You're always in there like, hey!
Gotta be in there for the fun part.
Fair enough, man. Rockstar, as soon as we were talking about him catching the 0, he's fallen off about tenfold.
I had a messed up joke. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Please do. I'm trying not to get this this channel booted off of YouTube.
Yeah, we don't need that to happen today. I'll let you know the joke after the race.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like text it to me or something because we still got another race that we're live for.
Oh Lord.
And
I'll text it to you.
and unscheduled pit stop for the 5 of NASCAR 82. He's found his way back down to the pit lane. And now 54 is dropped just about all the way back to...
Hits to go.
54 is dropped all the way back to the 89, by the looks of it. And, oh, yep, there's the wall again for the 54. 89 is going to have a momentum. Goes to the inside for second. And a clean move through into 3, and he's clear.
I must have lied about the long run.
There you jinxed him.
Yeah, I did something wrong. I don't know why he fell off that hard. He's still falling.
Yeah, he's not completely falling. He's now trying to get back by the 89. So it looks like this battle for second could get very spicy at the end as well. Now. 89's a bit high that time, but keeps it in front. And now as we got like the overhead view of what's going down. Rockstar running the tri-oval lower than, just ever so lower than the 89. And the 89's actually using that outside quite well.
I've never seen anybody do that here.
I'm right there with you. I've never seen someone. Oh, and as we need to stop talking about stuff.
You just put a commentator curse on me. 2 to go, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. So, well, so now we have just Ken, who's now gone out to quite the lead.
Oh, boy.
Leading by the whole backstretch and more.
Yep, and so here we go. Last lap of the race coming up right here. Just Ken way out in front. He took stage 1. He took stage 1 earlier. Stage 2 had a couple battles, ended up middle of the pack, but at this stage he has been on point, smooth sailing. He could sit out there in a parade float to finish this race.
I just ran out of fuel.
Problem for the 89 in the back.
And that is heartbreak for the 89 in the podium. Out of fuel. Just Ken wins the race. Rockstar's going to hold on for second. Cap Jack comes back for third.
Oh,
And
even the 7 got.
Bayhawk gets 4th, V3 gets 5th, and it'll be
Fifth.
Nascar to round out the field in 6th. And with that, that's the first of 2 races for the Cringe guys done this evening.
That's a pretty good race.
You know, I've just realized something. Why does it always seem like whenever I commentate these races, that stage will chaos for the Cringe series? Lap of the stage. And, like, Big Rex as well.
It's a product of racing in these stages. It makes it a lot more interesting at the end of a stage.
Now, I have no idea what's going on here.
I never do either.
Alright. Now, I'm taking care of some housekeeping and inviting a couple more drivers for second race that needed invites at this point in time.
My barrel was fucking broken. My tool doesn't even repair that sort of thing. This thing is so living. Usually, yesterday I was actually in the phone there. Go!
Okay.
Actually, want to stop talking. You're not. You don't even. You weren't on a spawn. You weren't even on the spawn radar. Come on. What are you doing? Like.
So as we're waiting a couple more minutes to see if we can round up the field, we already have Trav in the 9 car in for race number 2, starting at the backfield. We can take a look at our starting order for race number 2. Rockstar on the pole, getting a 29.812 at Charlotte, followed by Just Ken, Nascar 2, Capjack V3, and Bayhawk round out the field. And then Trav at the back, as we mentioned. So a couple more minutes. Now, Dank, are you there, Stu?
I'm aggressively eating a PB&J sandwich. I have a mic on mute so y'all didn't just hear me munching. About to pour me a fresh glass of milk and get ready to settle in for this race.
Looks like Trav's the only addition that will make. So, yeah, have a Capjack controlling the lobby currently. He's going to send the timer at 9:03, so about a minute from now. So you got going for 25 laps at Indianapolis. And there we go. Back out, Dank.
You're allowed to join.
Oh, well, shit, yeah, dang.
Alright, well, the cameraman actually did his job correctly, so there's that. Thank you, made Bayhawk hungry.
I'm sorry, bro. We can make you a PB&J after the race, after you win, I believe in you. A victory PB&J.
And as you magically see two of the cars disappear, it's Rockstar leading them down the green. Green flag is out, and we're underway. As he gets clear of Just Ken, Capjack's able to get into 3rd place off the start, and Nascar 2 files into 4th. As Group 3 at the front. Oh, Ken's already going for moves. Lap 1 into turn 3. Just Ken tries. Doesn't get there, and now there's contact between him and Capjack. And into the wall goes Capjack. 89 follows him into the wall.
As I miss all of this.
Meanwhile, back out of the front, we're seeing IndyCar style drafting all the way down to the inside wall, trying to weave and bob there. 54-0 going at it again. Just Ken now to the inside. Side by side out of turn 1, heading out for turn 2. Ken dives in there, 54 goes for the crossover. That'll be side by side again down the straightaway. Capjack can't capitalize as he hits the wall. Side by side for third as well. Rockstar. And Just Ken.
Like AI.
That is a perfect way to describe that. And now they'll flip around once more. Just Ken looking, and maybe a bit of bumper that time from the 0. 54 in the wall. Just Ken's going to go on through. Nascar 2 with a head of steam now coming in from third place.
4 to go, stage 1.
Rockstar goes to defend the bottom and maybe go back at Just Ken. Capjack, contact between him and Nascar 2. More contact for third. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've saved the best for last year. Down towards the grass with Just Ken. This is lap 3 of the race. Oh boy, they are going at it. Just Ken holds on through turns 3 and 4 that time. Now, Capjack's been able to get into third and is closing down the leaders. Meanwhile, fourth place under pressure from the 89 of V3, and now Trav into the picture.
Oh, god dang it.
As Just Ken's able to hold on again that time. Capjack's trying to get as close as he can for the end of the stage. But I don't think it's going to be enough on his end. More bobbing and weaving down the straightaway. There's zigzagging. Looks like a drunk man trying to walk a straight line out there.
That it does. 54 with a big run. Doesn't do anything with it going into turn 3, 4.
Yeah, it is hard to actually be able to fit. This time, Rockstar decides to keep it straight. Try to see if he do a power move around the outside. It's going to have to be as they go side by side.
2 to go.
2 to go on the stage.
Jack back up to them.
Yeah, that's going to be right. I think these guys have managed their lead because of the draft. Oh, battle going off for 4. 589 in the wall. That's going to give Trav 4 as he follows through underneath both of them. Meanwhile, Capjack looking for more spots here at the end. He's on the bumper to 54. Doesn't go yet. He's going to try to push him up to the leader, I would have to guess.
That's exactly what he's doing.
And now through turn 4, it's going to be 1 lap to go in stage 1 right here. And Just Ken is feeling the heat from behind. But can these guys get back to him? They have the draft to work with. In the turn 1.
To run a perfect lap right here.
And he hasn't done that. More commentator curses.
Yeah, I just need to shut up.
Oh.
I'll let you have it.
Just Ken's staying out in front for the moment.
Oh, Trav just lag out.
As blown engine at the end of stage 1 for Trav, that is. 9 car out of the race with a blown engine on lap 6. You might want to talk to the guys at the engine plant for that one.
We do a lot more to talk and you got to swing on them at that point.
Meanwhile, Just Ken's going to hold on for stage 1 while Rockstar and Capjack go all the way to the pit wall to defend, going for P2. And V3 gets 4th, and then it's Nascar 2 and Bayhawk rounding out the field.
That's a pretty good stage right there. I hope we see more of the
That was a pretty good battle.
My goodness. I'm yawning because I'm dehydrated, not because I'm tired. And it's actually a proof of fact that you yawn when you're dehydrated.
Okay.
I'm just thirsty. I need liquid.
Green flag.
Just Ken leads for stage 2. Rockstar 2 is outside, Cap Jack in 3rd, and now Nascar 82 in the P4. V3 is going to get 4th place off the start as they all file in a single file. Just Ken. And he runs a bit high. Rockstar bit lower.
Rockstar ran too low and Ken ran too high.
Yep, and there's Cap. He's going to try to use the draft to 0, try to get by 54 here. And that perfectly executed move, and now 54 side by side for 3rd with the 89 of V3.
V3 into P3.
Yep, and
Hey, that's a good one. Oh.
Thank you very much. I'll be here all day.
Yo, you're welcome, man. Now I'm trying to focus on making. Oh my god.
Hey, well, to be fair, I think the day only lasts about 2 hours and 45 minutes longer, so that's not a long time to wait to be around all day. Just saying.
Oh, I'll be here for a partial little moment in your day.
And Just Ken is only going to be in the lead for a little longer if he can't hold off the 16. As Capjack tries his luck around the outside, he can't get to his stick. He'll fall back in a second and reload his move, but not before he has the 89 on his bumper. Now Just Ken, and this is something you were also doing, Dank, when you were in a Gaiety race earlier, is just the amount of breaking the draft that Just Ken is doing right now down the straightaways.
You really got to. If you don't, you're just going to get shuffled. There's no way around it. You can't let someone from almost a second back get a run on you, or it's over with for you. No matter what block you throw, you're just going to get wrecked if you throw a block. And if you don't throw a block, you're going to get passed by whoever's behind you and whoever's with them.
Yeah, that is a very fair point that you bring up there. Now Just Ken still trying to hold off the 16. He's done a good job of that so far, using the techniques of breaking the draft. Well, this time 16 is going to have a run up the corner. He's going to just stay high, try his luck around the outside again.
I'm surprised he hasn't tried to cross him over. Oh, contact.
Yeah, contact at the time. Just Ken not the fastest down the bottom through one. The door is open for the 16 if you could get a run out of 2. Oh, 89.
Nice save. Oh, no, never mind.
And that is the 89 around. Meanwhile, change for the lead. Capjack's able to hold it on Just Ken and get the lead away from the 0.
Reminded, don't hit the apron. That's another good point.
Yeah.
It bites here. We've just seen it. The way that apron's set up, you're just sitting on it and then you could just go around in a heartbeat.
Jack uses a more traditional method of breaking the draft. He doesn't go all the way down, but he just goes down to the middle so he can protect for a dive bomb. He really doesn't care about going all the way down to completely break the draft.
Yeah, and this time down the backstretch, he's really not even trying to. He's running right up against that wall, which is preferred line. He might just be trying his luck and outpacing the 0 to where the 0 might not be able to get a chance back at him. So, 2 very different philosophies in how these 2 lead the field here.
One's very conservative and one's very aggressive.
Yeah, I think that just describes the race styles in general. If you look back at the past races this season, Capjack's been much more of a reserved guy, off his pace to go for race wins, while Just Ken, he's the guy that's going to try to make something happen. And I think we're just looking at another example of that.
Oh yeah, we got
Johnny's
missions
got
2 to go.
that.
So 2 to go in stage 2. Capjack now gaining ground from the 0. Giving a little bit of space between first and second. And meanwhile, Rockstar in third, long gone to these two. It'll be Bayhawk in fourth, Nascar 82 in fifth, and V3 in sixth if things hold.
Can't hit the apron and he's in the wall.
Yeah, he got the wall quite good that time. That should all but wrap up the stage. As now he'll just find himself deeper into no man's land.
Jack's out here padding his point.
Yeah, and I mean this is a huge night with 2 races going on. This is a huge night in terms of the championship. These guys schedules don't allow them to come over to the cup side, so these are your 2 like big favorites for the Xfinity championship.
I'm ready to see him up in the Cup Series next season.
Yeah, I do wish that eventually we could see these guys have Cup. I think these guys would be very good in Cup as we finish stage 2, with Capjack winning over Just Ken. Oh yeah, those 2 and Rockstar. That sort of like that big 3 from 2018, I think it was, where you have 3 really dominant drivers in this series. Or actually, better example, seeing that as Xfinity would be Briscoe, Custer. No, it wasn't. No, it was Reddick, Custer, and Bell. I think the following year, 2019, that those 3 were just. Those guys were dominating the Xfinity series, and I think we have a similar situation in terms of the championship battle with these 3 right here, in Just Ken, Capjack, and Rockstars. That's how they'll restart for stage number 3. Yeah, applause to the pit crew right there for the 0 team, getting pull for the final restart.
Can we talk about the worst race?
Meanwhile, V3 is able to get 4th off the start from Bayhawk.
No.
And
V3's been having good restart.
And Rockstar with a head full steam. What a move! Does he go for the double? No, he doesn't. He finds himself in the wall instead. Okay.
V3 and Bayhawk both going around the 16.
Yep, and now Just Ken trying to hold off the bottom. Not the fastest line he's taken. Rockstar, we've seen him pull the crossover on the 0 before. Does he try to get underneath here? Yes, he does. There we go. Side by side for the lead. Help to the 54 from Bayhawk behind.
Will the 7 take a 3 wide? No, he'll just give a huge push to the 54 going to the corner.
Yeah, just a absolutely massive shove there. Bayhawk, once again, taking the restart of stage straight to put himself in a good position. Just like at Charlotte.
All the way to last. Or just about last.
He's going to be 5th. Capjack's already gone from 2nd to 5th, back up to 3rd.
Nascar with the big run.
What? What's the?
What the heck?
Will you see what the 16 was doing?
Was he blocking y'all? Was that how he got around?
I was trying to shove him. Like what?
I have a feeling what the 16's doing if he's hanging back here like this.
Oh, he's saving.
Well, I'm not going to be that blatant about it, but okay.
Oh, shit, sorry, Seal.
Meanwhile, up front we have Bayhawk leading the race for the first time tonight. He's gotten around Rockstar, and now in Nascar 82 also into the fold as well. And this is about the complete opposite we've seen from Giggity, which is quite weird because if you think it's going to be saving, Giggity's normally decide to be more risky about it. But here we have the cringe.
Saving it all.
Yeah, it's clear 7 and maybe the 5 and maybe the 54. They're not worried at all. Just Ken, I doubt he's too worried either, to be honest.
Hopefully it's not blissful ignorance. Hopefully they have a little facts to go behind their rushing things.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how 16 manages in all this. Because, granted, very short stage 3. If he does manage to save, there is absolutely no way in Narnia anyone at full pace catches up. Like that, that's just a proven fact.
This is a big fat track, bro.
Second and third both go onto the apron in turn 3 that time. Rockstar and Nascar E2 following. And they did it again in turn 4. How about that?
They're still gaining on the 7 somehow while doing this, but
we have synchronized whatever the heck that is.
7 is caught on to the memo. I think it's time for him to save also.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. He's just sort of let those two and now just Ken come back to him, and he's already been passed again by Rockstar. And this was my point in the first race. You have no idea what's about to happen with fuel mileage here in stage 3 of this race.
Got a mission, I believe.
I feel like we have more than 5 to go, just in my personal.
He's like, well, I'm in the race.
Yeah, I just felt like it was much long. Like it was much longer before like 5 to go in a Giggity. That's all I'm saying. Maybe it's just the excitement I've actually had in this race.
Yeah, that other Giggity races felt like, oh my goodness, the 5 just crashed into the wall. I don't know if that was a lag.
Oh, this is 5 to go. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. I knew something was at least a bit awkward about that number, but anyways, Bayhawk and Nascar 2 starting to creep back. Bayhawk is keeping it nice and easy down the straightaway. He's trying to get as much
I got no choice but to pit
fuel as possible.
16 is saving hard.
Yeah, here's Rockstar, the leader. We don't think he's done much saving at all. And we look at Cap Jack, he is all the way back here. Just taking it for a nice easy ride, trying to get around the track. 89 down pit road. And we'll see if who else follows and who tries to make it to the end. And just Ken's going to take the lead. It looks like 54. Rockstar just kind of just sits up high and doesn't put up much of a fight. Maybe he wants to be the car behind here. Granted, that draft will. And granted, that draft will be a huge help in that. But now it looks like he's still slowing down, and just Ken's just rocketing away.
Either Ken's rocketing off to a win, or maybe he's gonna run out of gas. We're gonna find out soon.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he was lighting off the start. Maybe he's just gone and done the opposite of Rockstar and Bayhawk and saved at the beginning instead of the end, and is now going full out once he knows he's good. Which that's typically how I like to approach fuel saving races as well, is the way Just Ken has done it right here. So this could be a win for Just Ken again. Cap Jack way back there.
I think Ken's gonna push it and then come in like a lap or two to go and take that little splash.
Yeah. NASCAR 2, he's... Oh, why don't... What is going on there?
Two to go.
No idea.
Looks like he gives a tap to the 54 into the outside wall, and then he just sort of just ceases to exist after that. That's a rather weird one. 2 to go. So,
They're coming to the last lap.
at this point, you've made your bet on what happens.
Let's see if his gas tank agrees with him.
So here's just Ken. He's way out in front. Can he manage to hold on for a second straight win of the night? He has one more lap to make it around.
Everything looks smooth right now.
Yeah, I think he would have pitted if he was going to run out in 1 and 2. I think this is where we got to look out 3 and 4 right here. But granted, no one else is really even close to him.
Not at all. He's got this. He could even run out right now and he's winning.
Yeah, just Ken. He's out of 4. He's going to win the race by a
mile.
Quite literally a mile of how big this track is. Just Ken, your winner both times for the Cringe Xfinity. Meanwhile, NASCAR 2 is out. Bayhawk's going to come around for 2nd place. Cap Jack's going to come around for 3rd. NASCAR 2 trying to crawl across the line and can't hold on to 4th from Rockstar.
Good try from the 5 though.
And he'll just sort of crawl across that line for 5th place. It'll be the 89. He comes around for 6th place.
Woo.
Two very
curse really bit him.
2 very different stage threes in this Indianapolis race between the 2 series. That I will say.
I had more fun in the booth today than in the car.
So, congratulations to Just Ken for an incredible double win and a huge boost in the standings to him as he tries to get the regular season championship. Meanwhile, that's going to be all for tonight. Fastest lap goes to just Cap Jack from Indianapolis. But that, folks, will be all this evening. Thank you all for watching across the entire night. Be sure to tune in this Tuesday for 200 laps at Richmond. Be sure to, if you want to see the qualifying order for that, be sure to look back once we're done here at the 1v1 tournament we had last week for the Cup Series. And be sure to tune in for all GC Sports action by hitting that subscribe button, clicking the bell. You know the drill. This has been T-Bird and Dank in the booth with y'all tonight, and we will see you till next time.